Hey everyone, NWA Prepper here, and I'm going to shoot two videos, this one and then another one after. But so this video, I want to talk to you about cooking, feeding other people. So we all cook, or not all of us, most people cook in their homes. You cook food every night, you cook your own breakfast, you cook your own lunch, things like that. But not everybody gets an opportunity to cook for more than 4 or 5 people. There are families that are bigger than that are fans of the channel, I understand. But for the most part, cooking for more than 5 people can seem like an overwhelming task. Particularly when you add in things like not doing it in a commercial kitchen, having limited pots and pans. What are you going to make? Let's say that you've got to cook for 25 people. 25 people, and we're not even going to talk about for an extended period of time. You're cooking for 25 folks for a weekend. They're going to eat dinner and they're going to arrive at your house Friday night. We're going to have a snack for them, something super easy. Cheese and crackers, a veggie tray, something like that. Now, veggie trays are way cheaper for more people than if you buy the raw vegetables and you cut them up yourself. And that's really easy. What is that going to take? That's what we're going to do with this. Is we're going to look at a couple of meals for 25 people, and we're going to use our brains and think what that's going to take. So, for like $20, you can buy a big veggie tray that's got this vegetable dip in it, and it's got carrots and celery and broccoli usually, and sweet peas and stuff like that. So we're only going to do broccoli, cauliflower. Cauliflower is relatively inexpensive, celery, and baby carrots. Or big carrots, whatever's cheaper. Baby carrots are easy because you just open them and dump them in. And they have a suggested serving size on the package. So for 25 people, I'm going to probably do 3 bags of carrots. Unless all we're doing is a veggie tray, then I'm going to do 4 bags of carrots. I'm going to do 4 stalks of celery. Probably 3 things of broccoli and 2 heads of cauliflower. And I'm just going to use ranch dressing, just regular ranch. And I'm going to put it in little bowls if I have them. If not, I'm going to put it on a big platter and spread it around, and all you're going to do is wash it and chop it. Simple as that. And if you're doing this for preparedness, we're not going to have that. We're not going to have an evening snack. We're going to have an evening meal, and that's it. But for today, we're just learning today so we can get more comfortable for cooking for tomorrow. So in the morning, of course, we're going to have to clean up after everyone eats this. So, they're going to show up most people show up between 6:30 and 8:30. That means we're going to do this about 8:30 or 9. They're going to be wrapping up about 10. That means by the time we get everything cleaned up and secured, it's going to be 11 or 11:30. Okay? So 25 people for breakfast, they're going to want breakfast about 7 as a general rule. You can change it earlier or later, but let's say 7 o'clock. So we're going to need to prepare everything, because I'm not pretending we have a big commercial kitchen. This is all in regular refrigeration or coolers or storage. Now for breakfast, we're not going to need a whole lot of stuff, because we're going to do pancakes. Pancake mix is dirt cheap. It's like 10 pounds for $6 or $7, and that'll make hundreds of pancakes. So we got 25 people. We're going to look at the servings. We're going to go, most people are going to eat 2 pancakes. However, the ones that on the serving size are only going to be that big. Most people make their pancakes like that. So we're going to cut that serving size in half. So if it says it makes 200 pancakes, we're going to assume it makes 100. It'll make some more than that, but that's what we're going to think in our brain. We bought the stuff you just add water to. We just need a bowl, a big fork or a whisk, big spoon if you have to. Pour in the water, mix it up. We've got our pancake batter. A hot griddle and some oil, you're good to go. So what do we want to have with that? We know we're going to want some kind of syrup. You can get like a half-gallon bottle for $6 or $3. So if you get there in a double pack, so for $7, we're going to get all the syrup we're going to need. Some people like the Karo syrup, the white corn syrup. You can do that if you want. Some people like real maple syrup. It's got to be something special because that's not something I keep in my kitchen. I do for my bride. I love my wife and she loves it. I keep one in there for her. But the rest of the family, and particularly my 22 or 22 other friends, are going to be getting just regular Mrs. Butterworth, great value pancake buttermilk syrup. If we have refrigeration, we're going to do some butter. And there we go. That's it. We want some kind of a protein. Most people want protein. They want bacon. They want eggs. If we do eggs, we're scrambling them. We're not cooking to order. We're cooking for 25 people. You're getting scrambled eggs. If it's your birthday, I'll fry a couple eggs for you. Otherwise, a little bit of milk. I've been using some sweet condensed milk. A little bit of butter, salt and pepper. Mix it up. Throw them down. Cook them up. 25 people. Most people are going to eat 2 to 2.5 eggs. So how many eggs am I going to need? 50 to 75. And there we go. Pretty easy. Crack them. And if I know in advance, there's something called, and I would prefer not to use powdered eggs, but if I have to, I have to. You can do powdered eggs and you can doctor them up a little bit and you can make them decent. Not great. But in this case, we're going to use milk, we're going to use butter, salt and pepper, and some sweet condensed milk. Just a little. For that many eggs, I would probably use 2 cans of the little cans of it. And then, and if we're going to do a meat, depending on your crowd, sausage is easy and it's relatively inexpensive. And I prefer, if I'm cooking by myself for that many people, I like to buy the pre-made patties or make them the day before and put them in the refrigerator as patties with cellophane between the layers so they don't stick together. But I keep them in the refrigerator or freezer if I make them the night before. I'm not going to make patties the day of. So if I woke up and found out I was cooking breakfast, I would take that sausage and I would brown it up and mix it in with the eggs. You can use turkey sausage, particularly if you're mixing it in with the eggs. Turkey sausage is pretty decent to me. And it doesn't matter what kind of sausage you get, whatever you like. I usually try to pay attention to people's dietary needs. So there are some people that are allergic to sage or that people that don't eat pork products. So just know your crowd if you can. If not, then you make, like if you're mixing it in with the eggs, mix some separate so that there's some without the sausage in it. So you're getting patties or it mixed in with the eggs. And that's breakfast. If I've got some kind of juice, great. That's it. That's how easy it is. You take whatever food, whatever you would do for breakfast, and you just start adding it up and allow yourself more time. The big thing out of this, the whole description I just gave you of a small snack and a breakfast is totally off the fly. I had no idea I was going to talk about it. And we're 9:43 into this. It was 10 minutes ago I thought of talking about this. If you think you're going to be letting more people into your mag group or your home or your whatever you call it, where you're going to be your bug out location, or if you're going to someone else's, if you're going to be part of the cook, you need to be already planning this. You need to already be practicing. So you realize how long it takes to crack 60 eggs instead of 6. And so you realize how much longer it takes to cook, 5 pounds of sausage instead of a half a pound or 1 pound. It just takes practice. So I encourage you not to cook huge amounts of food to waste it, but I encourage you to get together with your groups or form a potluck and host a meet and greet. Get on Viking Preparedness and get on there and find a place that's having a meet and greet, or plan your own and make it a potluck, and take your camping gear out and practice cooking for more people than your family. It can be difficult, but it's not impossible. I do it all the time, the cooks work hard. Anyone who says, oh, they're just a cook is a fool. Armies move by their stomachs. The world functions around food. So if you can cook it, if you can keep things clean and healthy and sanitary, oh my gosh, and get the food cooked and prepared in a way that people will eat it and not throw it out, man, that's awesome. But it takes practice. Go find some strangers to cook for. If you need places to learn to do that, you can go to things like hiking clubs or the Scouts, Boy and Girl Scouts. You can go to food pantries or soup kitchens and go in there and see how they cook and volunteer to help. And you can go in there and you can learn how to cook for the masses. You'll go in there to a soup kitchen and you will watch 2 or 3 people come together and they will cook for 100. You go to a scout event, where when I go to a scouting event, we are almost never cooking for less than 100. Sometimes cooking for as much as 400 and 500. You just got to know, you just got to pay attention to amounts. You got to learn a few things, and you got to allow yourself plenty of time. Wash your hands a lot, have clean aprons, make sure the dishes are done properly. You got to pay attention to the little things when you're putting things in people's body. Cooking for a group takes effort. I encourage you to get out and go to a campground. This is a great one. Go to a campground, take your cooking equipment, get a camp, a public campground, or, a state park, and get to know people on Friday night and Saturday during the day, and offer to cook breakfast for all your family and theirs. So double up what you're cooking. And or just say, hey, I've got sausage and eggs. I'll be glad to make those if you'll make the pancakes or whatever else you guys want to do. Whether it's bacon and eggs or biscuits or gravy. But get out there and learn and practice just like you do anything else. You have to keep people fed. And it's harder and more involved than just feeding you and your 3 kids. And I say that as my wife has one of her 3 kids. So this one I could go on for a long time. I'm just kind of rambling now. Check it out. Learn how to do it and see what's going on. See the differences in cooking for your family or for a group. Thanks for watching, everybody. Let's get ready.